Greetings gamers, KWK here with another long play for you, and today we're playing Popeye on NES. This is an arcade port of Popeye, the arcade game, done by Nintendo and ported by Nintendo, so let's see how good of a job they did. Basically in this game, you take a look, and it's kind of interesting. You have to collect whatever Olive Oil throws out, and once you collect enough of whatever item she's throwing out per level, then you beat it. That's it for that level. There's not many levels to this game. You have a spinach power-up for each level, I believe, if you grab it in time before Bluto gets you. And for this level, as you can see, she's dropping hearts. So you have to pick up every heart until that little house in the top left-hand corner gets full of hearts, and then you can go to the next level. But I personally always had trouble in this game with knocking that basket in the middle on Bluto. It's pretty tricky for me. You can basically go around the level with any strategy you can think of to avoid Bluto and pick up the hearts. If a heart does reach all the way to the bottom level of the game, she will not throw any more hearts, I believe. She freezes throwing them until you get to the heart that was on the bottom, because you got to catch them in the air apparently, or you're hurting her feelings or something. So it does have a little bit of a Pac-Man feel to it, because you can go through on certain ways and come through the other side of the screen to avoid different obstacles and Bluto. I don't know how to put it. This game isn't very hard, but it's pretty easy to die, if that makes any sense. I mean, while you're trying to avoid Bluto and get all the items that you need in time, he can easily attack you in different ways, like if he is from the side to you, or he can jump up and hit you if you're above him or under him. He can jump down and get to you at times. He can throw bottles at you, which you can actually break by punching if you want, for extra points, if you want to try to rack up a score. I'm just trying to go through the game this time to show you what kind of levels and the mechanics, and how to avoid and see what kind of items Olive Oil is dropping. Apparently she's shooting us out of tune in this level today. And in this level, once you fill all the notes for that whole pattern up on top, you'll be in good shape. Now, there is Swee'Pea with a balloon up on the left-hand corner. I don't know if he's just there for decoration, or if you can actually utilize him for some type of advantage. Bluto conveniently is super fast to get away from you once you grab spinach, so that's always annoying. And there he goes with his bottles, but we got all the notes in that one, so we're going to try to see how it sounds for the next level. Here we go. This is actually the last level of the arcade game. You're on apparently a pirate ship, which I guess Bluto having a beard and all that, he is Sinbad the pirate, I believe, in the Popeye cartoon series, so it does fit him well that the last level would be his. And apparently Olive Oil is spelling the word help. And each time you get the letter to spell help, it starts creating a ladder in the center of there to reach her to save her. This level gets pretty tricky because it's pretty condensed. Besides Bluto running after you throughout the level, you have like this vulture, albatross, whatever you want to call it, trying to constantly get at you. But you can punch him, which is kind of neat. So if you hit him just right, there we got Bluto, taught him a lesson really quick. And now you gotta wait for Olive Oil to drop letters, which is a little frustrating. She doesn't drop them when you're in like spinach mode, I like to call it, when you turn red from grabbing the spinach. She will freeze and she won't drop anything until that's accomplished. But Bluto is probably the most aggressive in this level, hands down in my opinion. He seems to be a lot smarter with the way that he goes about trying to get to you in this level. In the previous levels, he seems pretty doofy, like he just wanders around, and you might cross paths with him, but it's pretty easy to avoid in the previous levels in here. But this pirate level, this one's far from easy. I mean, this guy is just on you, man. He is running around, throwing bottles. He's got his pet bird on you. It's not easy, but we got past him this time. And there you go. That is the end. So it starts repeating because typical arcade game. Now, I noticed the difference in this one is things get a little bit trickier. I'm going to try this out here, see if I can get this basket on him. Missed him. Man, that is hard. Oh, whoa, look at that top right-hand corner. That's right. When you get farther in this game, you then have the sea hag, I believe she's called. Yeah, and that sea hag starts whipping stuff at you. Apparently she's throwing skulls at you. Apparently that's Bluto's girlfriend or buddy or whatever you want to call it. But that sea hag is tricky, man. She adds a different element to each level to make things more difficult for you. Basically, you're going to have more projectiles flying at you while you're trying to collect. I don't know if they keep adding more and more as you go through this game. I'm going to see how far I can get around this second time around to see how much different the levels are. The Sea Hag is definitely an addition. Bluto here, he's just he seems a little bit more aggressive than the first time in the first level, but maybe it just feels that way because I'm getting crowded by that Sea Hag and all the stuff that she's throwing at me here with those skulls. There's those bottles again. I am grateful, though, that in this game Popeye handles very well. It's very good controls, so you can't really blame the controls in this game if you're not very good. You just need to practice, because the controls are very, very snug. Messed up that one. Didn't see that bottle coming in time. That's why I try to avoid trying to punch at the bottles, because whenever I punch at them, you got to make sure everything's timed well with those. If you don't punch at the right time, the bottle can hit you, and then you can lose a life on that one. So, I mean, only punch at the bottles if you really need to, and all these other things you can, like the skulls. It's good for racking up points, though. If you're going for a high score, definitely go and punch them. If you're just trying to see how many levels you can last and not go for the high score, then you make that decision. But it's... There we go. We got her set. She's got her heart in the house, and the Sea Hag's upset about it. There we go. Now, is the Sea Hag going to add some fun to this level now? Let's see if that changes. Oh, there she is. Great. So she basically is hanging out in all these levels in the top right-hand corner now. And boy, am I glad those bottles do not follow through on the other side of the screen. Yeah, let's take some spinach. Let's see how far we can get with him. Oh, nice. He can take a little shortcut there. And, man, Bluto is fast to avoid you once you got spinach, but we got him this time. So, yeah, she's basically going to be cranking out skulls the whole time. I wonder if they're going to add even more elements to increase the difficulty other than the Sea Hag if we keep progressing in this, but we're going to find out. I mean, we definitely did one full round of levels. Let's see if we can at least do 2 full rounds and see how it all pans out. These notes... Once again, the same thing you have to collect. There ain't much of a difference here. I will say Bluto seems, once again, a little bit more aggressive than the first run that we were doing before. But we got that one passed, so let's see what kind of changes we got on this last one. Here we go. Alright, same setup, same layout, and she's dropping the letters, so let's see what we can work on here. I think I'm going to work on going for the spinach quick just to get Bluto out of the way. If we can reach him, man, this guy is just like grease lightning once you've grabbed that spinach. Gotcha. Got him good. I'm not seeing the Sea Hag yet, though. Where is she at? No Sea Hag on the last level? Huh. That's kind of interesting that they added her to the other levels, but she's not here giving Bluto an advantage. But I will say Bluto is all over it, man. This guy is he just seems so fast all of a sudden when I'm doing this on this level now. And this vulture bird of his is constantly coming at you, like even more than before, it feels like. Maybe just because I've been playing for a bit and this is all in my head, but it seems that way. We'll have to take a look at it back here when we look at it in the video. But no, this Bluto, he is getting tricky, man. We try to get these letters. There's one. Try to get this letter, and get this bird out of my way. Bluto's always a problem. Man, he's right on my tail. Whoa! Holy heck, Bluto all of a sudden turns into Spider-Man and just jumps across the whole screen to grab you. Man. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going with, they definitely gave Bluto one heck of an advantage in this once you start doing your second round in this, because this is just way more difficult. Holy heck. Look at this guy. He just jumped out of nowhere. He is literally Spider-Man all of a sudden. I mean, that ain't even fair. He, like, jumped over, like, several levels to reach me, and that still counted. So it's like, what, I can't be within the vicinity of this guy at all? Let's see if we can cut it close. Cut it close. And... of course he's super fast to get away from me. Wow. Well, that was just cheap in my opinion, but there you have it, guys. I think it's way more difficult on the second time around. Let me know what you guys think about this game, and we'll have to go from there. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.